Bom dia! Hoje é dia de aprender um pouco mais sobre nutrição e performance. Bom, a gente sabe que os dias que antecedem uma luta são muito importantes e o UFC dá todo um suporte para os lutadores. Então hoje a gente vai conversar com o pessoal do UFC Performance Institute para saber como que eles ajudam no bem-estar e no corte de peso dos lutadores. Bora lá? The easy way to say is like you guys work with nutrition, but as we were talking like off camera, it sounds like so much more than that. So what is that? Can you guys like exactly say what englobes everything you guys do?
Sure, and I'll just start by saying that although nutrition and physical therapy travel to fight cards, we represent the greater performance paradigm that is the UFC PI, which has strength and conditioning, sports science, nutrition and physical therapy, and all of these support services live under that umbrella of that performance model. So especially with Fight Island, so many fighters coming from all the way around the world, we basically came up with as a team a performance portfolio to provide some guidance and recommendations around sleep, recovery, as well as meeting their nutritional needs, which Reed and myself will be programming through the week. First and foremost, all the athletes are independent entities, right? So they can it's up to them if they want to utilize our services. Up until this point, athletes were able to go off-site, get their own groceries if they wanted to, but with COVID now, they essentially are in the bubble, so to speak. So they really are incentivized essentially to interface with us. So a lot of it is to understand the nutritional status of an athlete entering fight week. And then we will ideally want to be able to provide them as much nutrients as possible, but within the context of helping them safely and healthily make weight, not just this week, but in many weeks through the year and through their career, right? So it's that's our core philosophy.
I think the next step would be just to ask you guys to walk me through what a typical fight week looks like.
Sure. Basically, Monday, Tuesday is the onboarding process for us. From Wednesday and Thursday, it's making adjustments to food through the daily reports that the athletes give us of their weights. And then Thursday through Friday is when athletes undergo the acute weight making process. So we provide supplies to help them with that, thermal sheets, sweet sweat, maybe some hard candies to provide some sugar so they have energy for the actual weight cut itself. And once you've removed all that water and carbohydrate from an athlete, they weigh in, but the most strategic part is to actually put it back in, right? So then there's a whole elaborate rehydration and refueling process that we prepare for the athletes. So it starts off with oral rehydration solutions and slowly progresses back up to solid starchy carbohydrate food. And then we essentially put them through like a glycogen reload, so to speak, to get them ready for their fight on Sunday morning. In the end, what we're doing is calculating and adjusting macronutrients. In the end, these numbers have to be translated into food, and then food that has to be beautiful, creative, and also tasty. So I think this is a good segue actually to introduce you guys to the culinary team that basically translates empirical data into food.
Bom, a gente chegou aqui na cozinha agora e a gente está com o chefe Mário, que vai explicar pra gente um pouquinho mais de como que ele transforma todos aqueles dados científicos em comida para os lutadores.
My name is Mario Lima Duran. I'm the Executive Performance Chef of Trifecta Nutrition. Trifecta is the official meal delivery partner of the UFC. And what this partnership encompasses is supporting the athletes with feeding in partnership with the UFC Performance Institute, coming together and being able to provide a comprehensive system so that we can support athletes during their fight camp, during their fight week, during fight day and beyond. so that we can sustainably help them manage their weights via high quality food.
So yeah, so they were just telling us that they interview athletes and they put up all this big sheet with information and macros and data, and they create it out and send it to you. So how is this workflow? What do you start doing when you receive that data?
Sure. So the work actually starts way before that. A lot of the planning of our ingredients, of the nutrition behind our ingredients, is based around the serving sizes of each ingredient. Let's talk about this sauce right here. So this is a parsley crema sauce that 1 tablespoon is equivalent to 5 grams of fat. So when somebody tells you, okay, I need 5 grams of fat in my diet, like what does that look like? So what we do is we've created a functional food philosophy around the program specific for fight day, or for fight week, sorry. And we've been able to create recipes and ingredient and sauces, for the most part, that not only meet the food philosophy, the nutrition philosophy of the Performance Institute, but also meet and play honor to the organic aspect and the high quality fuel aspect of what Trifecta is. So really what we do is we look at everything that's available: nuts, high fat sauces that we create, avocado, and even oils, and we create items and combine these items so that we can provide a dish, a plate that is not only highly flavorful, but it meets the nutrition philosophy of the UFC PI. And it's also a very enjoyable experience for the athlete, because we're talking about humans, right? Like, we want humans to really enjoy what they're eating throughout the week. As fight week is already a little bit difficult, we try to make it as easy, as simple as possible.
So can you just show us around a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, this is pretty much where the magic happens. This is Chef Skylar. She is our executive sous chef at Trifecta. She is a badass, and we're super happy to have her. This was her second time here as well. Last time she took care of finishing Fight Island all by herself, so props to her because it was a lot. There's really not much. It's a pretty short kitchen. This grill is absolutely wonderful. We, for the most part, grill all of our proteins just because of the flavor, and it looks a lot nicer. It caramelizes the protein, and then we finish it in the oven. And then we have the walk-in cooler, which is right over here. So this is where we store, as you can see, all of our chicken, all of our mise en place. Mise en place means our prep. It's a French term that means prep. We have our sauces up here, roasted vegetables, all of our raw produce, fruit. So pretty much this is where we keep all of the food. And then what we do is, when we're done bagging the meals, we take them over to the office, where some athletes actually want to have in-room dining, take the food to their room at 3 o'clock in the morning. So we take them downstairs, where athletes just call in, they take the food over to the rooms.
Então é isso. Espero que vocês tenham gostado e espero que tenham curtido, né? Conhecer um pouco mais sobre essa parte da semana de luta aqui no UFC. E a gente se vê amanhã.